Hi there, it's me again. So, welcome to my new video, another Cat Talk video, the number 3 of Cat Talk. And we have already talked about cat food and water, the bowls for cat food and for water, the litter, and the litter box. And now I'm gonna dress some new items, some other items that you must have before you have a cat or if you have a cat. So before I enter the new items that you must have if you have a cat, I must say that in my litter box video, I forgot to say something. That is, if you have more than one cat, you should have at least the same amount of litter boxes. For instance, if you have two cats, you should have at least two litter boxes. Why? Because first, if you are going to work for 7, 8, 9 hours, 2 litter boxes for two cats will allow you to arrive home and not finding any poo or pee around the house, not in the litter box. The average cat does about 2 poos and about 3 pees a day, the average cat. So if you have 2 litter boxes for two cats, that will enable them to be at ease at the litter box at the end until the end of the day when you arrive home. Second reason, if you have two cats and 2 litter boxes, often each cat chooses 1 litter box for himself. So if anything abnormal happens, like diarrhea, for instance, you will always know which cat did that and make some adjustments or see the doctor, see the vet. Another reason is that if you want to catch some poo for analysis for the doctor, you will always know, even if you're not at home for hours, which poo each is which cat. Okay. Now, if you have a cat, you will need a carrier. There are several types of carriers. There are the backpack carriers that you wear like a backpack and your cat will be over there. There are the shoulder carrier that are made from flexible tissue, flexible plastic and tissue materials, and the cat will be under your armpit. There are also the suitcase, the rolling suitcase kind of carriers that you drive like a rolling suitcase. Okay, and there are also the metal ones, the aluminum carriers that looks like a cage. Finally, the last type that I know that and they are often used are the rigid plastic ones. I've had all these kinds of carriers, and about 10 years ago or so, I start choosing only the rigid plastic ones. Why? Because it's the most comfortable option for the cats because the bottom is rigid, and even if you move the carrier, your cat will always be more stable than the other types of carriers. I remember when I had my first cat, I had a shoulder a flexible plastic and tissue carrier. And for a trip of 2 hours, the cat will have some balance, and it just pee on the trip. And this was about, he was about 5 years old and never happened. But about, because the movement of myself going to the train and the balance of the train, it didn't hold on to his pee. So the most comfortable ones are the rigid plastic ones. For the aluminium carriers, I have one cat that I used an aluminium metal one, but those carriers are only a choice for very extrovert cats, because they are widely open. It's like a metal cage, but they can see all around. And if they are shy or kind of shy, they will start getting more frightened. Now, for the rolling suitcase type, I had one rolling suitcase carrier, and I even had one rigid plastic rolling one. The problem with the wheels is that despite it's easier for you to carry your cat, sometimes and often the ground is not too flat, so the cat will be like this. So it's not a very comfortable one. But whatever carrier that you choose, the main thing about the carriers is that if you are intending to travel, for instance, with your cat, or do some trips more than 2 hours, you must reassure that your cat must be able to stand up and go around and turn in the carrier. That will be the most important criteria on choosing a carrier. So, as in another items that I already spoke, when you have a cat, even if it is a baby cat, don't buy carriers for the baby cat. Buy a carrier that will serve you good on the future when he is grown up. And like in litter boxes, if you have more than one cat, you should have more than one carrier. There are special cats which are able to be on the same carrier, but I've known a few. And if you have two cats in a carrier, the carrier must be bigger than the one cat carrier, of course. Another aspect of carriers is that for the most part, the carriers has a front door. But this may be not the best choice for some cats. If you have a regular cat that is not very frightened of going to the vet or travel or people or wherever, it's all right to choose the regular one, the front door carrier. But if you have a very frightened cat, like I had a few years ago, the cat was about all stressed up, even on the way to the vet. And when I open the front door, he will attack the vet. So what I learned is that are carriers that open on the top that will make the vet's job easier to manipulate and give a shot or something if the open is on the top. For that special cat that I have, I even bought a two entrances door. I even bought a carrier that's open on the front for me to take him out or put him in, and the top one for the vet to manipulate the cat. It's easier, and believe me, it makes a difference for frightened cats. Uh, Also, and besides that, you can always and should for most of the cats, if you put a cat in a carrier, you should always put a blanket on top and avoid the cat from seeing the surroundings, the trip, whatever. If you have a regular cat, my nowadays cat is the right opposite. She's different. She likes, even that she's a frightened cat, she likes to see all the way that she goes. So I don't do this nowadays with my cat. Now, if you have a cat, you must have some pillows, some blankets, and sometimes a cat's bed. I must say that in all my life with cats, I only bought, I guess, two cats' beds for two cats that I adopted from shelters. Because in shelters, cats don't have sofas, don't have people's beds or rugs or something else. They totally are adapted to have a cat bed. But most often, when you adopt a cat from a shelter, sometimes because they aren't used to, they don't even climb into the sofa or the bed or the rug to sleep in. And even non-shelter cats sometimes prefer a cardboard box with some pillow on it to sleep, or a small cage on the scratcher with some pillow and blankets. If you are adopting a new cat, don't you go and buy the cat's bed already. Just wait until you find out if he likes the cat bed, the sofa, the scratcher, or a rug to sleep in. It's not an essential for cats, but I like to talk about this too. Now, as a minimalist cat's mom with no washing machine, I just adopted a new minimalist way to do pillows. I just buy the regular pillowcase and just fill it with cat's blankets inside and put it on the floor, on the scratcher, or something else, somewhere else. But of course, if you want to buy a cat's bed, go ahead, be my guest. Buy a cat's bed. Don't ever say that I didn't warn you that most of the cats don't like cat's beds. Then, if you have a cat, you will need a scratcher. Sometimes people adopt a kitten, a baby cat, and buy a scratcher at the beginning of only one post. That will not be enough when the cat will grow up. So I advise you once more to think of the future when the cat will be grown up and not of your baby cat. Besides, cats often, very often, likes to be on a high place. So you must choose a scratcher that have several platforms until some height, about 1 meter, 1 meter and a half will be enough for a grown-up cat. But the secret for a lasting scratcher, the dimension, the circular dimension of the posts. So the more diameter that the scratcher has, the long it will last. The posts are those parts of the scratcher where the cat scratches indeed. The rest is just aesthetics, mostly aesthetics. If you have kind of a frightened cat, you should always buy a scratcher with some cage, some home uh, for the cat to hide from loud noises, to relax from the daily life that occurs in the house, and put the scratcher in a safe place for the cat to relax. And if you got a window with a space right at the bottom, you can put a scratcher at a window, uh, special if there are several platforms. The cat will be the happiest cat in the world. Another thing is if you want a scratcher to last longer, besides buying a scratcher with several platforms and looking at the diameter of the posts, and the more posts, the longer it will last. I have another tip for you. Cats always scratch with a front paws on the scratcher. So they tend to use the upper side of the post more than the bottom side of the post. So what you will do is when the upper side is all scratched, it's damaged, you will dismantle all the scratcher and build it again, turning upside down that post. Okay, that will ensure that the scratcher will last you a bit longer than the usual way. Another thing is that cats often don't like to scratch on almost laying down position. They scratch in a vertical position. So if you are going to buy a scratcher, reassure that the posts will have the height for a grown-up cat, and that height is about half meter for a grown-up cat, not less than that. Okay. If you have a cat, you should think about buying a collar, getting your cat shipped, or getting a leash, for instance. It depends on the cat's lifestyle. If you travel, you got my traveling with cats video. Go check it. You will need a collar and a leash at least. The chip is, for me, is another way to secure that if your cat runs away, it will be returned to its owner more often. But I strongly advise a collar because the chip, for checking the chip, you have to grab the cat. And if the cat has run away and is frightened, it doesn't allow you to another strange person, to grab him by hand. So if he has a collar with his name on it and a telephone number, you can see it from a distance, and you can call the owner and get the owner to go get the cat. It's a very easy option if you are thinking that sometimes your cat can run away from home, or when you are traveling, or in that kind of situations. Now, the colors that I advise you are those who hasn't elastic bands, not elastic, um, maybe made from plastic or some leather, but doesn't stretch. Why? Because if your cat run away in the countryside, if it gets in a branch of a tree or something, it will be very difficult for him to get out of that situation. So choose color that are rigid, that don't stretch. Then forget about the ringing bells on everything about your cats. Um, Cats have an hearing ability above our hearing ability, and the ringing bells on collars, on balls, on everything that are in your house for the cat to play or something, in the long run, decreases the hearing ability of the cat. It may, at senior age, be very deaf, or even before senior age. So, no ringing bells everywhere for anywhere for cats. Okay. This situation of colors with name on it and phone number of the owner is specially advised when you have a cat with special needs. May it be he had to take medication every day, may it be a fifth cat or a health cat. I once had fifth and fifth cats, and they always travel with me, and they had collars with their names on it, my phone number, and on the plaque also said fifth or fifth or need medication. So the people that will retrieve your cat, if that's the case, will know that that cat should be right away get to the vet to diagnose or see what special needs they have. Because, for instance, if you have a feral cat that stays outside for a week and even for some days, he may get some infections, and on fifth and fifth cats, that is very important to treat those infections or other health issues right away. It's death or life situations. So be aware of that. Finally, if you have a cat, especially if you have a grown-up cat, an adult cat, or a senior cat, even more if you have a senior cat, you must have this, a brush, a cat brush. This one has been serving me for a long time. It's from Furminator and it's the best. You just brush the cat and this thing will put the hair outside. This brush thing is very important if you have a long hair cat or a senior cat that doesn't lick itself anymore that much. So this is my last item for if you have a cat. Well, this is my video for today. Hope you enjoy this content, and if you are an owner's cat, please, if you have any questions or any comments on any specific situations, please comment down below and I'll be glad to answer your question or even make a video about it. Thank you for watching and until next time, bye.